What is going on, Rosano Nation, Raptors Nation? It is your host, Luca Rosano, back with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe. In today's video, I'll be giving you my 2020 NBA mock draft, as we'll be taking a look at all of the lottery picks in this one using the current NBA standings, because the NBA lottery hasn't happened yet and we don't know when it's going to happen. So I will be counting down from pick number 14 all the way to number 1, and we will find out who will go number 1. This is going to be a fun video, guys, so give me one of these. Please drop a like, subscribe if you are new, hit those post notifications so you always stay notified anytime I post a video, and follow me on social media. Stay connected with me. My DMs are always open. Now, many Raptors fans might be thinking, Luca, what about the Raptors? They pick with the 28th overall selection. I will be getting to the Raptors on Monday. It will be a separate draft video, and in that video, I'll speculate what the Raptors can do with their first round pick. But for this particular video, like I said, I will strictly stick to the lottery picks. And let's get right into it. This is going to be a fun video. It's going to be a subjective video, so I know a lot of you are going to be commenting down below. Leave your comments down below, hashtag NoDGang. And let's get right into it. With the 14th pick of the 2020 NBA draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Aaron Nesmith from Vanderbilt. You look at Nesmith's game, guys, he drilled 4.3 threes per game at a scorching 52.2% before injuring his foot. In a lineup with ball-dominant guards like Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, he'd be a great fit with his off-ball shot-making ability. So I got him going here to the Blazers. With the 13th pick of the draft, the New Orleans Pelicans will select Tyrese Maxie, freshman from Kentucky. You look at Maxie, guys, he did struggle offensively, but he did showcase a strong ability to finish around the basket during his time with the Wildcats. Maxie's poor shooting numbers could be a bit misleading, as he is a natural spot-up and pull-up shooter who does have good defensive instincts. He's good enough to land in the lottery, and I think he's going to join a very good young core of Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram, assuming the Pelicans can reach an agreement with Ingram this summer. With the 12th pick of the draft, the Sacramento Kings select R.J. Hampton from the New Zealand Breakers. You look at Hampton, he's a good combo guard. He's only 18 years old and has a lot of great experience under his belt from playing in the NBL. Hampton has shown enough shot making and ball screen playmaking to make us feel confident about his potential to create, score, and pass at a high level in the half-court game. So I got Hampton going at number 12. With the 11th pick of the draft, the San Antonio Spurs will select Devin Vassell, sophomore from Florida State. You look at Vassell, guys, he's a shooting guard and athletic wing at 6'6". He shot 41.5% from 3 and regularly made great defensive plays from on and off the ball. Vassell is a 3-and-D player who would fit well in the Spurs system. So I got him going to the San Antonio Spurs, and he will be coached by Greg Popovich. With the 10th pick of the 2020 NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns will select their point guard of the future, point guard from North Carolina, Cole Anthony. If the Suns do in fact have the 10th pick here and Cole Anthony is still up for grabs, the Suns definitely won't let him fall. Ricky Rubio would be an awesome mentor to Anthony here, guys. Despite an inefficient freshman season, Anthony was given limited spacing on a poor shooting team that often played two bigs. He still managed 18.5 points, 4 assists, and 2.2 threes. Anthony can create and score, and pairing him with Devin Booker would be extremely fun to watch if you're a Suns fan. So I got Cole Anthony falling in the top 10. He will go to the Phoenix Suns. With the 9th pick of the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards will also select their point guard of the future, and it will be Killian Hayes, the youngster. And this could very well be John Wall's future replacement. He's only 18 years old. Hayes finished 4th in the Euro Cup in assists during the season, when he also made significant strides as a shot creator and shot maker. Now, he needs to improve his three ball, but he shot 41.4% on dribble jumpers and 58% around the basket. So I think the Wizards will get their point guard here with Hayes. With the 8th pick of the draft, the Charlotte Hornets will select Onika Okafor from USC. And this player improved his stock significantly. I mean, he's coming off a great season. Dominant rim protector who blocked almost 3 shots per game. He finishes strong around the rim and crashes the boards. And the Hornets most likely will be losing Bismack Biyombo this offseason and can replace him right away with this pick. So I think the Hornets will go this route with the 8th pick of the draft. With the 7th pick of the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls will welcome Isaac Okoro, freshman from Auburn. Since Colby White showed strong progressions this season, the Bulls may pass up on Hayes and Anthony to get Isaac Okoro. He's not an advanced creator or shooter, but he did shoot 60.3% from inside the arc while guarding ball handlers, wings, and bigs throughout the season. He just turned 19 years old and has a strong reputation for work ethic and focus. His versatility and toughness would be a great addition to players like Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen. With the 6th pick of the NBA draft, the New York Knicks will select Tyrese Haliburton, point guard from Iowa State. You look at Haliburton, guys, he has shot up draft boards everywhere thanks to his above-average court vision that has him slated as one of the game's next great distributors. The length he carries at 6'5" allows him to make the difficult passes around defenders. It also creates easy shots that he isn't afraid of taking. And it's why he went from averaging only 6 points per game last season to over 15 this year. So the Knicks will have their point guard here with Haliburton. With the 5th pick of the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons will get their next face of the franchise when they select Obi Toppin, sophomore from Dayton. Toppin's explosiveness and versatility will be too tough to pass up on in this draft. And aside from his elite finishing and solid post play, he's become a promising shooter at 39% from 3, and he's also become a very nifty passer. With Blake Griffin's best days behind him, this is a player that the Pistons could take to ignite the future of their franchise. So I think Obi will be going to Detroit. With the 4th pick of the 2020 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks will select Deni Avdija. And you look at Avdija, guys, tough name to pronounce. He is a 6'9" small forward from Israel. He's a super long, very athletic wing that has received quite a bit of attention this past year. His ability to do a little bit of everything on the floor is what's enticing for NBA teams right now. According to ProBallers.com, Avdija played 21 games in Israel this season, and he averaged 12.3 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 2.4 assists per game. He has the ability to space the floor, attack the basket, push the pace with his blazing speed, and he can even orchestrate the offense as a secondary ball handler. This would be a great guy to have with Trae Young. Not only is Avdija a gifted offensive talent, but he's also a great player on the defensive end and has the physical tools to be a really good defender long-term in the NBA. He will be too much of an intriguing prospect for the Hawks to pass up on here. He will go to Atlanta. With the 3rd pick of the NBA draft, this is where it gets interesting. The Minnesota Timberwolves will select LaMelo Ball, the very, very interesting point guard draft prospect of this draft class. The Timberwolves will be better off using Ball more at the point guard position while letting D'Angelo Russell, who they currently have, focus on scoring. Now, the primary draw to LaMelo Ball is his special vision and ability to create quality looks for his teammates off transition and ball screens. His outside shot has caused scouts to hesitate before calling him a sure thing prospect, but despite his unorthodox mechanics and 25% shooting from three-point land, he still hit 1.7 threes per game overseas before turning 19 years old. Not too shabby. Teams will be hoping for a chance to scout Ball's jumper up close, but at this stage of the COVID-19 pandemic, draft workouts seem unlikely, so that could hurt LaMelo Ball's chances of going number 1. This is why I have him going number 3 to the Timberwolves. Nonetheless, the T-Wolves will take him here at number 3, and they won't make the same mistake of passing up on a Steph Curry type guard. With the second pick of the 2020 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers will select James Wiseman from Memphis. Now, opinions vary on the freshman's game and his overall NBA potential. The believers are drawn to his spectacular physical profile. I mean, Wiseman is 7'1", listed at 240 pounds with a 7'6" wingspan. And I mean, he has shown flashes of skill. He's still more raw than polished, but he has delivered exciting glimpses of open floor ball handling, post moves, and shooting touch. Now, if Cavs GM Kobe Altman was okay with acquiring Andre Drummond, then he shouldn't have too much concern about Wiseman's fit in today's NBA. Cleveland drafting Wiseman would likely mean they would let go of Andre Drummond, assuming he opts out for 2020-2021. And then, if you haven't already figured it out, with the number 1 pick of the 2020 NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors will select Anthony Edwards, freshman from Georgia. The Golden State Warriors reportedly have their sights set on the Georgia Bulldogs guard Anthony Edwards if they own the first selection in the 2020 NBA draft, according to Connor Letourneau of the San Francisco Chronicle. And he actually went on to say if the Warriors land the number 1 pick in the draft, they'll be open to trading it, but if Golden State doesn't receive a worthy offer, it would be likely that they take Edwards with the top selection, according to a league source. And I mean, you look at Anthony Edwards, guys, he checks all the right boxes for the Warriors. His body type, athleticism, skill level, and production. I mean, he was averaging 19.1 points per game. That is a very good thing to add to a team that already has Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Factor in his age of only being 18 and his mismatch potential as a 6'5", 225-pound scorer. There is long-term star upside for this kid. But he's also an immediate plug-and-play option for Golden State, given his creation ability, shot-making versatility, transition ability, and tools for guarding different positions. If the Warriors get the top pick, they will go with Anthony Edwards. And there you have it, guys. My 2020 NBA mock draft based on the first 14 picks of the draft. We counted down from number 14 all the way to 1, all the lottery picks. This is what I see happening again if everything falls into place once the lottery happens, and this is in fact the order. It's going to be a good draft. This is going to be one of those interesting drafts where there's a lot of uncertainty. Unlike, past drafts, there isn't a standout prospect. There isn't a guy like, oh, I got to get him. This is going to be a very, very intriguing draft board where you can see potentially a guy make a name for himself even outside of these 14 picks. So we'll see what happens. But again, this is my mock draft for the lottery. And for those of you wondering who the Raptors will take, I will have a Raptor-specific draft video dropping on Monday. Let me know what you think, guys, down below. Hit me up in the comment section. Again, you guys can be featured in a future video if you do drop a comment. And speaking of which, I will give a shout out here to 2 footers who did comment on my last video when I speculated some outrageous Giannis trade scenarios with the Toronto Raptors. So if you leave a comment down below, guys, hashtag NodyGang, I will pick one random person to give a shout out to. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, follow me on social media, and I will catch you all again in the next one. A brand new episode of the Luca Rosano Show will be dropping Friday, so you don't want to miss that. Until next time, have a great day, guys, and remember, be great and stay blessed. Peace.